Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Please make sure that you use the chat. Tell us who you are, where you're from. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with our founder, Justin Bellobaba, where you get to come here and ask your questions, and he will give you right here live on Facebook. So if you're new to Royalty, welcome to all of our previous members and customers. Hello, we're happy to see you all here as well. So thanks for being here. We're going to give you a few updates and then hop right into the questions. I think it was yesterday when we sent out the Miami video, which was amazing, right? That Miami promo video. You can use it. You can find it on our official Royalty YouTube channel. You can find it on Vimeo as well. The event date is April 4th, 2020. So we're super excited. We can't wait to see you all in Miami. You can find the details in that video right here on Facebook. It's just right under this post as well. So make sure that you're registering for Miami. We only have a few tickets left, right? The event space size has kind of shrunken down given the availability of event space at that time in Miami. So you want to make sure that you reserve your tickets very, very, very quickly. So you can do that by emailing support@royaltie.com. We're super excited. Can't wait to see you all in Miami. Those are my announcements. I'm going to go ahead and hand it on over to you, Justin.
Thanks. Hey, everyone. Happy Thursday. Okay, so a few updates to share. You may have noticed that we rolled out those little like mouse over tooltips all over the place. And if you know what I'm talking about, log into your account, you're going to see like little lowercase i's beside all kinds of things like, 50 or 60 or more, locations in the platform, so that if you're new or you don't know what something is, like, I don't know, what's email, right? You can just like hover your mouse over and a explanation will pop up. If you think we missed something that deserves a little eye icon, let us know. This was kind of the first version, not the last version, as always. So anyway, we hope that it's helpful. In general, we are going to, we've been like, I think, dramatically ramping up our effort to train and support and let people know that we're here to answer questions. Another thing that you'll see now, because believe it or not everyone knows that we provide support. And to me, one of the most frustrating things is if when someone tells us they want to cancel because we don't provide live support, and it's like, well, no, we do 7 days a week. We provide live support in multiple languages. And so now when you log in, your attention is going to be drawn to our help button in the bottom right corner. Some people don't know what that is, but that's where you get help. That's where you can find all kinds of training materials. That's also where you can start a live video chat. It's where you can send us a note or like an email if you want. So we are going to make sure that no one ever thinks that we don't provide great support. Anyway, another little thing we just did. You can now duplicate a section in your landing page. So it's a little thing. It's a nice thing. So if you spend a bunch of time building like a really great, form, and you want it to be at the top and at the bottom, you click on it and there's a little copy button. Just click it and it'll duplicate your that section. And it works for every section, not just forms. So that's just another little enhancement. The big things that we've scheduled for this week, which we announced are all still on track for release, hopefully today. Hopefully we'll get them all out today, if not tomorrow. So reminder of what, it's actually three things. One is the big, behind the scenes email architecture improvement where like everyone will be assigned their own separate subdomain where you will be responsible for, for your own email reputation. That's gonna help with your delivery rates. So that's one big thing, and that's on track for this week. The other two big things are we are doing final testing on French and German content and automated suggestion, like content recommendations. So that's still on track to release. And last but not least is our automated contact enhancement feature. In search of a great name for that one. But to remind you, what we will do is use the search engine that we built. That's we've had it for a while, but it's been kind of hidden and no one really knows about it. And what we strive for is to automate, as much as we can of, in the online marketing process. And so what we're going to be doing is in the background, as you generate leads and upload your contacts, we are going to be searching those email addresses. And if we find more information about that contact, we will automatically load it into that contact's profile. And so it's really cool. It's not like 100% guaranteed, because sometimes email addresses are perfectly valid but don't have other information associated with them online. But anyway, so we're going to be quietly kind of in the background, running your contacts through our search engine. And if we find more information, like their phone number, their Facebook profile, their Twitter handle, their LinkedIn profile, their photo, or other things, we will alert you that we found more information about that contact, and we will add that additional information into the contact's profile. So just one more thing that we're doing to make your life easier and make your marketing more automated and more successful. So anyway, those are the three big, we've already rolled out a couple small things. Those are the three big things, all on track for this week. And as they go live, we'll let you know. And man, we have a lot planned for February. A lot. We've got if you thought that the January sales promotion was exciting, just wait till you see February's. It's going to knock your socks off. Plus, more importantly, we've got some massive features to roll out. Just huge stuff, and we will be talking more about that soon. But for now, let's answer some questions, because that's the reason why we're here.
Okay, so first question was, and it made me chuckle, but I have to ask. It was kind of a suggestion. Can Justin and Cheryl wear something other than black shirts so we can tell what day the...
No. Hey, if it's not black, blue, gray, or white, I'm not interested.
I don't know why that made me really smile. Okay. Vito says, will our contacts be used for any other purposes, i.e. solicitations?
No, come on. No, of course not. Check our privacy policy. It's on our website. We definitely do not use your contacts for any purpose other than, giving you a place for you to interact with them. We don't do anything with your data. We don't share it. We don't sell it. We don't, nothing.
Orlando says, can we duplicate or copy a section from a landing page to another landing page?
No, not yet.
Just duplicate that landing page after you make it.
Exactly. Well, great point. So you can duplicate the whole landing page, and then just delete the sections you don't want. And yeah, exactly. So yes, I changed my mind. That's a yes.
Thanks, Sarah. It was a great question or suggestion. She said Sarah was the one who was like, do they wear anything other than black shirts?
Never.
Expected date for exporting contacts?
This quarter. It's pretty high on the list. So I think that in the next, like, 60, 70 days, that feature will be available.
How can I make the logo pics from my customer bigger?
I don't understand.
Yeah, the logo pic top left-hand corner, that's like, I don't know if you're trying to make it bigger, or like you want it to be bigger as the logo. I would just make it a large image if you wanted to make it bigger, or
Yeah.
that's the size of the logo.
And we know that you want to be able to kind of like customize the size of images. That we're gonna do that too.
Yeah. Gary says his landing page doesn't display the image. Display the image. Log into your account.
Click the support button.
The support button. We are on the same page today. Okay. Robert says, will the new API update be able to keep us from having to log into our social sites every time we post?
No. Oh, well, sorry. The API update? Yes, but that's not for a while.
Yeah.
So we definitely plan on doing like a deeper integration to the actual, like, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram APIs. Definitely. That's going to enable a ton beyond analytics, right? It's going to enable a ton of incredible features. So that's a huge thing. And when that happens, you'll be able to, post kind of right on schedule. You'll be able to post like in one click instead of like 2 or 3 clicks today, and it'll take care of the login, stuff like that.
Is there a document that shows standard sizes and file types? I think for pictures. Is that what you mean, Bill? Because I think does it show you what size it is? Like when
Which
you
one?
put it in the landing page? Are you talking about the landing page? Bill, is there a document that shows standard sizes and file types? I think it means for pictures in the landing page. I don't know. Not sure about that one, Bill. How many followers do we need to have on Instagram to post? It's 10,000 for a
Is
link.
it 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
10,000 for the link. Be saved to a... Okay. Can the new landing pages be saved to a prospect, customer's, client's phone? I think he means like the business card.
Did we roll that out? I feel like we did. The VCF download thing?
I don't know.
I forget if we rolled that out or not.
Yeah.
We did the NFC thing, which is kind of cool. It's like cool. I forget if we did the VCF download. Let me find out.
Cool. Great question.
So many improvements. It's hard to even keep track of them all.
Great question, John. Yes, landing pages. Just I muted Justin for a second because he types like he's angry.
I go through keyboards like on a daily basis.
Oh man.
All right, I'll get an answer. I'll get an answer on the VCF download.
Landing pages are now called websites. Does that mean tabs are coming soon to the top?
Well, yeah. Well, so look, a landing page is a form of website.
Yeah.
Right. So we're just kind of splitting hairs, but for sure now that there's a blog section, right? So you already have 2 tabs right away. It meets the kind of like even the most conservative definition of website. Like it's there. And then as we kind of, yes, we will enable more tabs, and then you'll be able to build even more, sophisticated websites. But like, we also just want to listen to what we're, the feedback that we're getting, and people just, there's a greater awareness of like, oh, that's a website, not like, there's less awareness just generally of like, what's a landing page? What does that mean? Right. So anyway, we changed the name.
Hey, Stephen, yes, you can manually add the social media posts to Instagram. You could just grab that link. If you have the 10,000 followers, sure, add the post manually to Instagram.
Okay, so got an answer on the VCF download thing. It is currently under. It's in. We've just version to the App Store and to Google Play, and it is under review right now. So cool. And that, yeah, it's actually a really, I'm excited. It's going to be a good, release. It's because it's also going to include, and like, I don't know, I care about this. It's going to include like a whole bunch of just like really kind of beautiful, polish, right? Like it's going to be a much more visually appealing release, more than it is already. But anyway, we fixed a lot of like font inconsistencies and like just the things that drive me crazy. And it'll include the VCF download, and then hopefully in a couple weeks we've got a major new feature coming for mobile, which I know is going to be extremely exciting.
For some, you were going to say it.
No, not today. What's VCF? It's basically when you. What does it stand for? It's like virtual contact file or something like that. It's basically you can send like a contact to someone, and then you can like as like a card, you can download it and it goes directly into your contacts. Mm-hmm. So what you will be able to do with this new version when it's approved is you can like send someone your landing page and then they can download it, and it would actually create a contact in your contact section with like your name and your website and some things from your from the About Me section, right? It's cool. It'll I mean, again, this does not rise to the level of major feature, but it's cool. It's valuable. And it also is probably the only thing in the old app that the new one wasn't doing. And so that's going now, once that is done, that's going to allow us to wave goodbye to the old the old business cards. Remember those? Those of you who remember will be able to kind of turn those things off. And if you still use them, you shouldn't. And we'll give you like a little bit of warning, but you've had it like a year now. Yeah. Right. And we've made no improvements to those, and we've made a million improvements to the websites, right? So now that once the VCF capability is there, we are going to look to phase out those inferior past versions, right? Those the old business cards in the old app. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Just get the Royaltie app, and you'll be happy.
Brian has a suggestion for industry category.
Another update.
What? Do tell.
The new version's available. It's there. Go get it. Okay. Man. That's real good. Time.
Yeah.
So the new version is available. So download the new version of the app.
Yeah.
Great.
So do we have VCF available? Yeah, we do. Yeah. Brian, he said, how about adding industry subcategory for real estate investors?
It's pretty close to some stuff that's there, right?
Yeah, I was going to say that seems very similar to some stuff that's there in the industry and subcategory. Make sure that you check it out. But if anybody has a subcategory or industry suggestion, you can email them to support@royaltie.com.
Yeah, we're gonna roll out a list of some new subcategories. I think probably first week of February.
Yeah. Justin, you type fast.
Yeah, but only with these fingers.
Will it be possible in the future to make a link to a calendar in the landing page to which webinars are attached? link to a calendar in the landing page to which webinars are attached. I don't, like you can burn out to a category anytime that you want, right? So it's the link to a calendar and a landing page to which webinars are attached. That's got me. Can you kind of elaborate on that one? And Uncle Joe says, do we have the ability to create content posts on the app?
Of course. Try it.
Yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah.
The mobile app is like awesome for our product. And you like if you don't have it, you should definitely get it. Because we're gonna be using it more. Like, to me, I like the concept of, I wake up and I have a push notification saying that my recommended social marketing posts for the day are ready, right? I post them, I add them to my blog, and I email out my newsletter. In the first 2 minutes, before I haven't even got out of bed, and my marketing's done. You can do that you can do all of that from the mobile app. That's so cool.
Yeah. Vangie says that VF stands for Vangie Currently Fabulous.
That's exactly what it stands for.
Yeah. I love the update it. Okay. How do I place GDPR statement which complies with European data?
Yeah. There's a look in the form, right? In the custom form, there's you can choose to add a double opt-in, and of course you can update your privacy policy to say whatever you want.
D says, how can I confirm the type of content for real estate agents that stand out before I sign up?
Look, we're not making this stuff up, right? Like, we are sourcing what is already known to be the most clicked, popular articles and videos on the internet. So we're not writing our own stuff. We're not like pulling things out of a hat. Like, we actually know that these are the most liked, shared, commented articles. So that's how you know.
Yeah. Could you give us a hint of some of the new subcategories that are being added?
A hint? Yeah, sure. Off the top of my head, let me just think about that. I think we're going to do a solar energy one. I think we're going to do one for like churches and kind of religious groups. One that's near and dear to me as I'm a big time into CrossFit. We're going to add a CrossFit one in the fitness category. We are going to add, I think, something about like green living, that type of thing. I think there's one about shipping and couriers or trucking, something like that.
Yeah.
And there's others.
Yeah.
That's probably half.
I was like, those are the ones that I remembered. Hey, Gloria, yes, support can help with the mobile app. They can help with lots of stuff. Log into your account. Now you can see it. It has a button next to it. So click on that support button and they'll be able to help you. Carl Scott, yes, we did a video tutorial a while back of the compensation portal. I'm not sure if it's exactly the feature that you explained that's in the, but it is in the units of our official corporate royalty group. How often are the articles updated?
Every day. Every single day. We have a team, like a dedicated team that they're the content team. And so the way that this works is we've built some really cool tools kind of like scraping tools, right? Where we take the keywords and we plug them into our scraping tools, which then go out online and they pull back the most shared, commented articles. Then those go into a review queue, and our content team reviews every single one to make sure that it's positive and interesting and has like a good user experience and things like that. And then we approve them or reject them, and then they go into our library of approved content. And then depending on your keywords in your business, we assess relevance, and that's part of the machine learning, which then recommends from our library every single day. So every day, our library is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how it works.
Susan says, will it or is it possible to have a social post sent out without requiring contact info before they can see the content?
Yeah, you can go, like, we give you a link to the source content. So if you just want to share the link, you can go to the source content, whether it's New York Times or Forbes or whatever, and just see the source content and grab that link and share it. But that's not how we don't automate it that way, because we actually want this to be a like lead magnet, right? Like a lead generation tool. But that's perfectly valid if you want to share that stuff just to, build your brand and be seen to be, a helpful, interesting person. Power to you. But remember, you're not gonna generate like leads that way. But it's still a valid thing to do.
Herschel says, is Forex trading subcategory available or possible?
Is what?
Forex trading.
That's there.
Yep, that's there. Hey, if go to the website. You can
check it out.
Check every industry and subcategory that's available. A lot of content suggestions.
I'm sorry, Brett, but like, of course it says 2019, man. You think we're gonna throw away like all of the content because it says 2019? It's only been 23 days, not even 23 days. This is the 23rd day of 2020. Yeah, there's plenty of really, 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 really great content that is still relevant, even though it might be 23 days old.
Yeah.
Like the best travel destinations, that didn't change in the last 23 days, right? Like, tutorials about Bitcoin, that didn't change in the last, no. There's going to be lots of 2019 stuff for a long time, right? Like, our job is to assess whether it's still relevant, right? Like, we're not going to be, I don't know, like baseball scores, right? A recap of last night's baseball game, like not obviously last night because it's not the season, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, or last night's basketball game, that very quickly loses relevance, right? Like, no one wants to read about a basketball game that happened a week ago, right? So our job is to select content that has a shelf life. It's called like evergreen content, right? Things that maintain their relevance for more than a day, but maybe a year, right? So that's what we try to do. But yeah, no, it'll definitely continue to say 2019 because we're picking articles that have a longer shelf life.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Gary, if you attended the training Tuesday afternoon and you haven't received a request for the free code word, you can just email support at royaltie.com. They're great. Oh, it says email support. Somebody put that there. Did I answer all the questions today? Is that it?
Cool.
On my own. Who qualifies as an affiliate to attend the mandatory trainings? Those who are earning.
Yeah.
Commission earning affiliates. Somebody said
that's true, Joe. There was no internet in 1899. Good point.
If you have a category or subcategory
yeah, Brahim, I watched that game, buddy. It was you got the Philadelphia 76ers. They made it close against my Raptors, but we pulled away, buddy. We pulled away at the end. Sorry to bring that up.
I think he brought that up. Thanks, Ian. Great comment. Awesome. Congratulations, Brian. Yes, only those that are receiving commissions have to attend the training. Yes. We did say, yes, email support. Yes, if you're putting the subcategories, suggestions here, email them to support. They're not going to come back and check the suggestions here.
Hey, Tanya, kids services like infant swim rescue is extremely narrow. Like we're not, I mean, that's far too narrow a subcategory for us to consider adding, but we do have first aid in the education section. Yeah. I think that is perfectly appropriate.
Yeah. What type of businesses benefit the most with our 327 plan?
Well, I think, as you know, we tried to be clear about that with what the name of the plan is, right? Which is the marketing agency plan. It's really for like a digital marketing agency that has multiple clients that they service, right? That's who the plan is for. And the reason I say that is because there is no reason. I don't believe anyone, any single business needs 10 AI campaigns, 10 separate AI campaigns. That means you've got 10 separate businesses. That's just crazy. No one can have 10, like no one should have 10 separate businesses. And I'm making, I mean, that's obviously a subjective opinion, but I'm gonna say it. No one should have 10 businesses. One is hard to do really well, as we know. One is hard. Two, maybe. 10? No, that's too many. But if you have a marketing agency and you have 10 clients, it makes total sense, right? A way to add value to all of those clients and kind of bundle it into, you know, the services that they're already providing.
So, yes, Tammy, green living in subcategory. Check the, I'm going to go check categories and subcategories. Michael Sim says, from the last Q&A, I appreciate Justin's excitement to show us how all the pages and ad and such interact. What I would like to see is a simple display of what's connected to what at a glance.
Totally. I love, like, absolutely. And we were talking about that yesterday, and yes, that is a very high priority, major feature. And, you know, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but that is something that we really want to do soon, like really soon, like February. Like we get it. Like there's, you know, online marketing is multifaceted, right? Like it is, and that's, you know, the fact that it has, you know, multiple components is the reason why the small business owner has been held back from participating. It's not like accounting software where it's like, oh, I'll just get my accounting software, right? I buy one product from whatever, QuickBooks or Xero or whatever, and now I have my accounting software. Online marketing is more complicated, right? And before us, there really was no one platform that you could acquire that would do everything. You needed a website builder, you needed an email marketing engine, you needed, you know, an advertising thing, you needed a social media marketing platform, you needed a CRM, you needed a blog builder, you needed all these different, totally like separate siloed components, right? And that complexity is the reason small business owners have been left behind, right? So now that we've brought all of these features together, it doesn't mean that a new user will instantly understand the whole picture, right? Like just because we brought all these components into one place doesn't make it like completely intuitive. Oh, I see how everything works together. Like we get it. Like we understand that, you know, you have like the landing page which is at the center of everything, and you have like your social media marketing, your content marketing, driving traffic to your landing page. You have your online ad, you know, driving some traffic to your landing page. You've got, you know, an email, you know, email campaigns that are kind of going out to your contacts to drive them back to your page. You've got, your blog that's attracting interest, that's, bringing, people from search engines to your page. So there is sort of like a way of kind of like seeing how everything does function as one engine, like one coherent, cohesive marketing engine. But it's not like 2 + 2 is 4. It's not super easy and obvious. And so we get that. So what we are going to build is that view, right? And I think this is going to be extremely powerful and helpful, so that someone who's new will be able to see, like an engine, right, how all of the different components, right, are feeding each other, right, in an overall marketing campaign. And how, like my ad is driving traffic, and how my content is driving traffic, and how that's my landing page is converting that traffic into leads, and how my email is bringing those leads, back to my blog to build my brand. Like, all of that can be visualized in a really, really simple kind of diagram, right? And that, I think, is going to be like extremely powerful and helpful to our customers, new, old, doesn't matter, to everyone, yeah. Right? To have that overall view of what online marketing is, and how all of these pieces actually do support one another and work together. So anyway, that's a big deal, and that's something that we're going to be building soon.
Thanks, Justin. Do we have a discount for nonprofit organizations and charities?
Yes, we do. It's in that we list that in our FAQs. We do a discount for them. So as long as they can kind of show us that they have that status, we'd be happy to do something. I think like right away we do like a 15% discount. But we want to be like supportive of those organizations, so we can maybe do a bit more.
Right. And as Serena suggested, make sure that they're looking into the GEM program. That was awesome. So Natasha says, the new info boxes you made, they're great. Thank you. Will they come in other languages as well?
Yep. Step 1 is always English. Step 2 is translate into the other languages that we support.
Uncle Joe says, do we need an email list automatically for pages that don't have opt-in forms? Can we get, like, I guess what you're asking, Joe, is can we have make sure that it doesn't create an email list if it doesn't have an opt-in form?
No. No, every page creates a list.
Mm-hmm. What if you change it and add one? There is a word home at the top of the landing page. Where does it go? Mine doesn't do anything. You're on the home page.
You're on the home page.
Home.
Click blog, and then click the home button, and you'll see. It'll take you back to your home page.
Yep. Still looking. Did I miss any questions? Anyone else? Going once. What can I tell my clients the difference between Royaltie and the Facebook AI platform?
Okay. Well, first of all, Facebook AI platform. What is? I've never even heard of that. So I shouldn't comment. But I will anyway. I'm gonna say CRM. I'm gonna say blog. I'm gonna say SEO. I'm gonna say content curation. I'm gonna say LinkedIn, Twitter. I'm going to say Google advertising. I'm going to say website. What?
I think, the confusion here is
analytics.
Yeah.
Like Google, like, beyond just Facebook. So yeah, there's a lot of differences. Pretty much every single thing we do, I would say, is different. But again, I don't know, because I'm not familiar with that.
But AI can apply more to the marketing system. There's AI in different things. So
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, AI is not one thing, right? That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Right? You could have like AI, I don't know, in your dishwasher, right? Like it's not one thing. It's how you use it and the and what you enable with it.
Yeah. Hey Vicky, they're struggling for ideas with landing pages and email campaigns and contacting their upline. Why besides support? Any idea for help besides support? Why not support?
Besides,
We love support. Why not click on the champagne colored button? You're talking face to face. They're going to help you. They probably
yeah,
have a ton of data, right?
right. Like other than contacting the experts at our head office, I have no suggestions for you. Please contact the experts at our head office.
Yeah, they're amazing. The landing page connected to content must have the same fields. Do you understand what that's a
You
question?
mean the customer form? No, does not have to have the same fields. Like you could have a landing page form that asks for, name, phone number, email, favorite food, right? And then you could have a content post that just asks for name and email.
Yeah. Something else. Yep, that we have unlimited landing pages and no hosting fees. There's everybody saying great support. Any other questions? It says yes to capture info, but I think you answered that one. Anyone else have any questions? Vita's ready to hop off. Great job, guys. All right, see you later. Any other questions before we hop off here?
If a tight 43 minutes.
I know. No, anyway, great job. I think we're done here, Justin.
Hey, that's cool.
Yep. Well, thank you all for being. Oh, I think Justin went away or blacked out, at least on my end, because I can't see him. So, or maybe he left because
I'm here.
You guys lost Justin too, right? I think maybe he heard it and was gone. I'm just kidding. But thank you all so much for being here. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday. He says he's still here. You can see him. Wave bye, Justin.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.